esteemed special guest of today's function, Padmashri Ramakrishna Iyer. Also the guest of honor, Sri C.K. Kumaravi. The hero and heroine of today's function, Shivakumar and Savitri. And their family members. The alumni of TRICHY PLUS. And all the distinguished academicians who have assembled from various institutions in Tiruchirappalli. My heart is filled with immeasurable joy, indescribable happiness and supreme ananda to be participating in the Silver Jubilee celebrations of TRICHY PLUS. My joy is doubled because I sow a simple seed 25 years ago for the TRICHY PLUS. I see a big banyan tree grown out of the seed. That gives me tremendous amount of joy. I was a director at BIM, and this is one of the top 10 institutions in those days. And for a mere 50 or 60 seats, we used to get 8,000, 9,000 applications. The demand ratio is going to be 1:160, 1:200. And when I make the admission, it's a national level test, I found most of the students were up north. Not many students coming from Trichy or neighboring states were able to make it. I did not know the reason why this is happening. Just 1 week before the BEM test, students from Madurai, Coimbatore and Tanjavur will come and say, "Sir, what is the syllabus for your BEM test?" I used to tell them there is no syllabus. I mean, you need to prepare your mind like an IAS. You need to prepare your mind to take a competitive examination. I conducted a program known as Sanjeevani. I invited all the colleges in and around Tiruchirappalli and organized a one-day workshop on how to prepare for this competitive examination. I did not talk about BIM, how to prepare for this entrance test for management program. I think that was a time, appropriate time, Shivakumar and Savitri started the TRICHY PLUS. As Sir rightly said, exact time they got into the market. And they invited me for the inaugural, and I was there for the inaugural function. I am very happy that they have invited me for the Silver Jubilee also. As someone said, we celebrate the Golden Jubilee, invite me also for the Ranganagara பார்த்து பல்லாண்டு 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 வாழ்கன்னு நீ பல்லாண்டு ஒன்று நானும் பாடணும் ஆடுவேன் இவரோட ஏஜை கூட்டின்ட்டு அதே மாதிரி சண்டை சாக்கடி இல்லை. Celebrate Golden Jubilee, invite me also for that. Many of you may not know that Trichy is the intellectual capital of Tamil Nadu. Intellectual capital of Tamil Nadu. The great President Kalam is a student of St. Joseph's College. He was my senior. Trichy has produced two presidents. R. Venkatraman is a student of National College. Kalam was a student of St. Joseph's College. Trichy has produced two outstanding presidents. To quote a present instance, Nirmala Sitharaman and Jayasankaran, they are from Trichy. I know when I was a professor, Nirmala Sitharaman used to come from Siddharashli Ramasamy College for participating in the competition. St. Joseph's, as you know, now it is changed. In my times, it is like a seminary. No women will be allowed inside the college. During my entire 6 years of stay in St. Joseph's, I have never seen a woman inside the college. I regret, now they allow. In my time, that was not possible. Jesuit fathers, were running it like a seminary. Now, only for the inter-college competitions, girls will be allowed. Nirmala Sitharaman used to come. There was an Akhila Srinivasan, who is the CEO of Sri Ram Group of companies. These two, used to do extremely well in quiz, even at that time, as a student. As a professor, I have seen these two little girls. They are from Trichy. Jayasankar, who is the External Affairs Minister, he is from Trichy. I can name any number of them. I don't know. They are my neighbors in Trichy. That Honda Street has produced outstanding people. Dr. B. Ramurthy is considered as the father of neurosurgery in this country. He is also the honorary surgeon to the President of United States, B. Ramurthy. He is from Trichy. He studied in ERI school and also studied in St. Joseph's College. Again, another neighbor, Kalyan Raman, is the first PhD in neurosurgery in the entire Asia Pacific region. He is from Trichy. I can keep on enumerating the number of people which this small city has produced. It may be tier 2, tier 3 city. In terms of intellectual capital, we are number one in the entire country. I have travelled all over the globe, I have travelled all over India. I am not surprised Trichy Plus has excelled in their job. Because one quality of a Trichyan is we are always passionate and committed to the task assigned to us. We used to call it a Shraddha. You don't do it for money, money will come. You do every activity born out of Shraddha. I think when they were invited, they did the program free of cost. I mean, how many people will do that? They are passionate about what they want to do. So that is a great quality of any Trichyan, and following the name of Trichy Plus, I think they have lived up to the standards during the last 25 years. Because they are in the training program, I thought I will give a few tips how to improve the communication or personal development. All of you must have done all these borrowed ideas from Western countries. Recently I gave a TEDx talks, Unfold the Manifold. There I spoke on how do we improve the communication skills from Taittiriya Upanishad. All of you must be knowing there is a Taittiriya Upanishad. In the Taittiriya Upanishad, the Taittiriya Rishi comes and then he is talking to the students. He talks to the students and then say, you try to improve your listening skills. Now he says that, after that he looks at the teachers and then say, if you want the students to be good listeners, you must be good speakers. He addresses the teachers and then say how to be a good speaker. The entire Upanishad, 50 to 60% of the Upanishads talks about how to be an effective speaker. Now, they are giving a very interesting information. We all have five senses, right? We are able to see, we are able to hear, we are able to touch, we are able to taste, we are able to smell. These are the five senses. Now, in which order these five senses are developed? Have you ever asked that question? In which order these five senses are developed? Taittiriya Rishi explains that. The moment the baby is born, the baby is able to listen. Sabda. That is the first sense with which the baby is born. So, even when the baby is a small child, the gilgil patua, Tera Gubdua, the child will be able to respond. Let Aishwarya Rai come and smile at this little baby, the baby will not be excited. If she comes and smiles now, he will be excited. If you show a 2000 rupee note to a child will not be excited about it because it cannot see. It takes 6 months for the retina to develop so that the baby will be able to see. Till then, the vision will be blurred. The first sense with which you are born is Sravanam, listening. So the Rishi says, if you don't develop this skill when the baby is young, there will be a learning disability throughout your life. What a fantastic message they are giving. So the message to all of you who are going to get children or going to get grandchildren, spend a lot of time talking to the kid. Even as a child, அந்த காலத்துல தொட்டில்ல போட்டு தாலாட்டுவா. அந்த தாலாட்டு பார்த்து குழந்தை தூங்குறதா முழிச்சுக்கிறதாங்கிறது that we don't know. But keep the child engaged with sounds. The baby must always be bombarded with sounds. Then the child will become a fast learner in life. Will become an advanced learner in life. Very subtle thing they express. The next sense that is developed is sabda sparsha. Touch. I mean, you hold the baby to your chest, the baby is comfortable. The baby will be able to understand whether mother is holding or father is holding. Depending on that, the baby will cry, right? Mother holding means very, very comfortable. Father holding means he always handle the baby very roughly. So the baby will start crying, right? So the touch, sabda, sparsha, then rupa. The third sense that will be developed is seeing. Then rasa, taste. And annaprasanam பண்றது 8 மாசம் 9 மாசத்துல பண்ணுவா. There is a reason. If you give annaprasanam at the age, 1 month old, the baby will not be able to taste. நீங்க பால் ஏதோ குடிச்சுட்டு இருக்கும், டேஸ்ட் தெரியாது. கந்தம் லாஸ்ட் வந்து ஸ்மெல். வாசனை அடிக்கிறதா நாடுறதாங்கிறது சின்ன குழந்தைக்கு தெரியாது, ஒரு வயசானதான் தெரியும். This is the order in which the senses are developed. So இந்த ரிஷி இந்த படிப்பு சொல்லும்போது சிரவணம் மனனம் நிதித்தியாசனம் இதான் நம்ம இந்தியன் குருக்குள்ள ஃபர்ஸ்ட் you must be able to listen. When somebody is talking, you must be able to observe what is being said. அது 3 சக்தி டெவலப் பண்ணும்பா. கிரகண சக்தி, தாரண சக்தி, ஸ்மரண சக்தி. Ability to grasp, ability to retain, ability to retrieve. எக்ஸாம் ஹாலில் உட்காந்து ரிட்ரைவ் பண்ண முடியலனாக்க you will not be able to write anything. இந்த 3 சக்தியும் டெவலப் பண்ணுங்கிறான். Do we do that in education institution? Because you are in the training of kids. Focus on this. இதெல்லாம் இந்த 3 சக்தி டெவலப் பண்றதுக்கு you need to have a strong memory. Only my desktop, laptop and mobiles have 256 GB. In the memory 128 KB. So memory illa. There is a memory overflow. First hour வந்து marketing management teach பண்ணி, second hour வந்து organization behavior na marketing management overflow போயிடுறது. There is a memory overflow. Last hour maths and statistics for managers teach பண்ணா 5 hours போயிடுறது. அந்த காலத்துல டேப் ரெக்கார்டர்ல ஒரு ஹிந்தி சாங் டேப் பண்ணிட்டு மலையாள சாங் அது மேல பண்ணேன்னா it will overwrite. பேரலா இருக்காது. அதே மாதிரி தான் முதல் கிளாஸ் எடுத்துட்டு அடுத்த கிளாஸ் எடுத்தா அது ஓவர்ரைட் ஆயிடுது. That is the problem with modern children. அதனால குருகுல்ல என்ன பண்ணுவாங்கனாக்க you first develop the memory of the child. Memory எப்படி பண்றது? You don't open up the skull, put a 40 GB hard disk inside. பண்ண முடியாது. அதுக்கு பகவான் வழி பண்ணல. Only by concentration, memorization and meditation you can improve the memory. அந்த காலத்தில் குருகுல் நான் ரெகுலர் ஸ்டடியோட குருகுல்லும் படிச்சிருக்கேன். ஸோ என் மெமரி 2 terabyte. Whatever I see, whatever I hear, they are all video recorded in my mind. If I feel bored, I can record and the entire function, I can play it in my mind. So, in Indian education system, what they did was first improve the memory. Britishers never understood. They said it's rote learning. What is rote learning? Unless you have a memory, what will you be able to record? See, we call it as mananam. Mananam is reflection. Now we talk about reflective learning, experiential learning. They are all taken from Indian soil. Nityasanam means learning by doing. That is experiential learning. Reflective learning is you need to reflect like a cow chews the cud and you bring it back and then digest. You must be able to reflect on whatever you have, not a knowledge you have gained. Adukku you can't think in a vacuum. You need a hard disk in your brain to hold the information. For that, memory is required. That is what Indian education system did. You first improve the memory of the child, then you do all this, you will become an advanced learner. அந்த காலத்துல Ashtavadhanam, Shatavadhanam. Have you ever seen somebody doing 8 things at the same time? I have seen somebody, a 90-year-old man in Andhra, doing 100 things at the same time. Shatavadhanam. What kind of training we have given on the Indian soil? Unfortunately, we have given all that. My suggestion to TRICHY PLUS, as he said, next step is focus on the Indian method of teaching learning. Indian method of teaching learning. In the new education policy, they talk about Indian knowledge systems. And none of the people who wrote the report has any idea what is Indian knowledge system. Right? So you don't know. Unless you have gone through the process, you will not know what we are doing. So, Taittiriya Rishi, while addressing the teachers, he says, there are 3 things that are important if you want to improve your speech. First one is voice production. I think I must give tremendous credit to Madam for a beautiful voice production. In the recent past, I have never heard anybody with this kind of a voice production. Amazing. So, there are 6 dimensions that goes in the voice production. First, Rishi says, use your own voice. Everybody, God has given a voice. அது எம்.எஸ். சுப்புலட்சுமி மாதிரி 5 கட்டையில் பாடலாம், ராமநாதன் மாதிரி 2 கட்டையில் பாடலாம். You don't try to change your voice. Now it has become a fashion to speak with an American accent. Don't train your student to do that. They will never become good speakers. God has given a voice, you speak with a natural voice. Right? So, there are 6 things that they talk about: pronunciation, enunciation, diction, modulation. How do you do all this, So, they describe all that. First one is a voice production. Second one is formation of sentences. Now, formation of sentences, there are alphabets. From alphabets, you create words. From words, you create the sentence. And there's a beautiful sentence in the Upanishads, which when translated in English is the first sentence in Bible. In the beginning was the word was with God, word is God. The first sentence in the Bible. This is a simple English translation of what Rishi has said in the Upanishads. So words have enormous power. So when you speak, you must be able to convey that power to the audience. Third important dimension, which none of us understand when you are teaching these communication skills, you will be teaching the grammar, vocabulary, effective speaking, all that. But nobody talks about this particular dimension, which is focused in Taittiya Upanishad. It says, whenever you speak to a person, there should be an emotional connect with the other person. We travel in the flight, we travel in the trains, we travel in the buses. I have been traveling 40% of my time I have been traveling. So whenever you are in the flight, you will not even talk to your neighbor for 3 hours. You are going from Chennai to Delhi. Sir, you also must have experienced. Very rarely people will talk when you are sitting with the other person. When you are sitting in a train, they will pick up a conversation. அந்த காலத்தில் ராக்ஃபோர்ட் எக்ஸ்பிரஸ் ட்ரிச்சி டு மெட்ராஸ் அதில் உட்காந்து செட்டில் ஆனவுடனே மெட்ராஸ் போறீங்களா அப்படின்னு, ஏன்னா பெங்களூர் போகிறதுக்கான ட்ரெயின் மெட்ராஸுக்கு தான் போவான். and then he wants to pick up a nice conversation with you. பஸ்ஸுலேயும் அதே மாதிரி தான், சண்டை போடுறதுக்காக ஏன் லகேஜ் எங்கே வச்சேன், ஏதோ you pick up some relationship with the other person. Whenever you speak to a stranger, the speech or communication will always be shallow. It will not be deep. If the relationship is deep, communication also will become deep. So, how do we build that emotional relationship with the 2 people? Do we focus on that when we talk about communication? This is focused in Taittiya Upanishad. He gives 5 examples. Sandhi and Sandana, beautiful concepts. He gives 5 examples. There is earth and heaven. When Sandhi and Sandana they join, this is Sandhi. Sandhi means joining of 2 things. Sandana is output coming out of it. Earth and heaven, what comes out of it is the sky. Then there is fire and sun. By fire they mean sacrificial fire. When fire and sun join together, rain comes. Because when there is a fire, when you do yajna, smoke comes. When sun rays are there, water evaporates. It goes as a cloud and gives you rain. The outcome of these 2 is the rain. And father and mother, when they join, progeny. Right? Teacher and student, when they join, knowledge comes out. When lower lip and upper lip, they join, speech comes out. What a beautiful example, right? So you keep both the lips apart, not a single word will come out of your mouth. சத்தம்னா வரும், காத்து தான் வரும், ஆனா வரும், இன்னும் வராது. Lower lip and upper lip will have to join together. father and mother should join together. அப்பதான் புரோஜனம் வரும். ரெண்டு பேரும் ஹலோ ஹலோன்னா என்ன வரும்? ஒன்றும் வரும். Right? So, அதில் ஒரு ஸ்டெப் கூட போகிறார். See, very very important. There is a triggering for that union. He gives example, father mother irukka, they get united because of biological triggering. The quality of the child will be just mediocre. If the union is because of love and affection, the quality of the child will be much better. It will be much better. Love and affection not through normal biological thing. Third, father and mother can join with a view to get a child who will be transforming the society. நம்ம சிவகுருவும் ஆரியாம்பாளும் அந்த வடக்கநாதன் கோயிலில் போய் ப்ரே பண்ணும்போது ஆதிசங்கர் எப்படி பிறந்தார்? That was the reason for joining, right? Not mundane, ordinary kind of thing. So, the message that he was trying to convey was, this actually conveyed to the teacher. There are some teachers who, when they speak, grammatically English may be correct, but it doesn't go to the heart of the people. You speak from the head, it goes above the head. You speak from the heart, it goes straight to the heart of the audience. So the message that Taittiriya Upanishad is conveying in any communication, don't just focus on voice production, very important. Don't focus only on the grammar, focus on building up an emotional relationship with whomsoever you are interacting. Whether within the members of the family or within a classroom or within a public forum like this, get connected with the listener emotionally. Then the speech will always be effective. Unless you speak effectively, don't blame the student that they are not listening. They are not listening. Then student will come to the class only for attendance, not to listen to you. Right? So, if you are going to repeat whatever has been said in the book in the form of a PPT which you read, that's why I never use PPT. I always speak from the bloodstream. This again a message for the teachers. Once I was talking to M.S. Subbulakshmi. I asked her a question. I was a young teacher. I asked her a question. Madam, when we go to the class, I know the profile of my students. When you go for a kachari, you don't know the profile of the student. She may be in Shanmananda Hall in Bombay, maybe in Music Academy in Chennai, or maybe in Community Hall in St. John's College. How do you prepare for your kachari? They also need preparation. No. Without knowing the profile of the audience, whether they are connoisseurs of music or just they will clap because you are going for Panchamam, how do you know? Then nobody has asked that question. She was silent for 2 minutes. Because she has been doing, but nobody has asked this question. After that she said, Jayasankaran, I never thought about this. The way I prepare for my kacheri in my mind, because I travel to all the cities I know. Madras Music Academy la nam Panchamathukku pona ellarum kai thuttuva. Avalukku they don't know the difference between Kapi Ragam and Kambodi. They will not know. They come, it's a status symbol in Chennai. Almost the same in Shanmananda Hall. When they come to Trichy audience, very difficult to satisfy them. This is what M.S. Subbulakshmi said. Very difficult to satisfy. First 1.5 hours, I will have to struggle to get the first clap. Some 2 old fellows will be sitting and then say, Madam, you slipped the thalam in half a matra. M.S. Subbulakshmi and the bhavam and bhakti da avalukku. In the thala, swaram, line, important illa. She has crossed that level. Nambur ஆள் இருக்காங்க Trichy விடமாட்டான் கைத்தட்டமாட்டான் 1.5 மணி நேரம் I had to struggle in the community hall to get the first clap in Trichy. Trichy is a great audience. Trichy Plus இவ்வளவு தூரம் satisfactory பண்ணணும்னா amazing work done by Shivan sir. Trichy சும்மா கைத்தட்டமாட்டாங்க unless you do solid work. 25 வருஷமா சாலிட் ஒர்க் பண்ணிட்டு இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷனை ஆர்கனைஸ் பண்ணணும்னா they have really contributed to the society and also to the children. At the end of the day, the next generation has to be properly groomed. அதானே நம்ம life alone poyachu. Other generation will have to be properly grown. I think TRICHY Plus has done a fantastic job in creating that kind of a traditional culture and doing it in Trichy, which is the intellectual capital of Tamil Nadu. I congratulate very warmly the TRICHY Plus and all the people connected to the TRICHY Plus, the family, Shivakumar and Savitri, and their child, Sagarika, for a fantastic job that you have done. Anyway, I have not brought anything to give. I can only give you plenty of blessings. I pray to God, Narayana, the Guru Ayyappan, to give you long life, Arogyam, you must have good health. Aishwaryam, you must have abundant wealth, and Saukyam, absolute peace of mind. So my gift to the TRICHY Plus on this auspicious occasion is my prayer to the God Almighty to bless you with Ayur Arogya Saukyam